brought to you by Set TV Now Internet Television, 500 channels of TV. www.trytvfree.biz. Friday forecast, mostly cloudy with more showers today and tonight. Could be a thunderstorm causing some flooding. The flood watch will continue into the weekend. Highs around 60, lows around 55. More clouds, more showers, and a few thunderstorms expected Saturday and Saturday night. Temperatures Saturday will be averaging in the low to mid-70s. And it looks like we'll start to clear out Sunday with a high temperature right around 60 degrees or so. Your life, your music, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. It's emerged an armed officer assigned to the Florida school where a fatal shooting took place last week stayed outside the building as the incident unfolded. Spain's Prime Minister's condemned football violence involving Russian fans during which a policeman died. Australia's Deputy Prime Minister stepping down amid a scandal over his conduct. And UK Prime Minister Theresa May's senior ministers have reportedly moved towards consensus on the type of Brexit deal Britain should seek from the European Union.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to you. Even though it's a little wet outside, I hope that you're making plans to make today great. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kabila Hardin, and I have two very special guests with me today. Today is going to be an abbreviated show, so tune in, listen, and take notes. I have Mr. Jeremy Biggs from CASA. He's the director of CASA. Good morning.
Good morning.
And I'm not even going to try to say all of the other title. You can correct me later. Second
Judicial District.
Second Judicial District.
Oh, it's always a tongue twister.
Okay, and we have Ms. Shanquetta Cunningham from Caris Grants. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about an upcoming event tomorrow. The CASA, I call it the CASA Carnival. What is the official title?
It is. You had it right.
Okay.
You're 1 for 1 today.
All right.
It's our second annual CASA Carnival. And it's tomorrow, February 24th, at Nettleton Baptist Church, the old NEA Fairgrounds. And the doors open at 11 a.m. It's going to be full of fun carnival games and bounce houses and face painting. And there's a track being set up for the big wheels to ride around. We've got tons of giveaways, some great raffle prizes that we can talk about this morning. And then, of course, a chili cook-off. So bring your Rolaids, bring your Tums, and be prepared to have a little heartburn tomorrow.
Just point me in the direction to the non-spicy chili. I'm a wimp when it comes to heat. Now, you mentioned big wheels. Now, is this for little kids or for big kids, like big grown kids?
This is for kids of all ages.
Oh, wow.
It's a fun day.
So we're included.
Yeah. I plan on getting on a bounce house tomorrow or running the obstacle course.
All right.
I did that last year because my girls were out there. I'm going to video.
Okay.
You want to get back on?
Please do get some footage of all of this going down. All right, so let's talk about what this carnival means for CASA.
Well, as a board member, this is one of the largest fundraisers that CASA has.
Okay.
And, CASA is an organization that advocates for children in foster care.
Okay.
So coming out tomorrow, does two things. It shows your support for these children and helping people that do this daily have the resources they need. And then two, it's just a great way to get out of the house. If you have children, you all know I have 4 girls. And so when you think about this weather and you need something to do, you can't go wrong with coming out to support a great cause and then to have a great time with your family.
And it's going to be inside.
Yes.
So
yes.
Don't worry about the rain.
Yeah, it's just going to rain just a few drops on getting in the door. So
all right.
You can get the kids there and they can run around for a couple hours, then they'll take great
and
naps.
then nap time. You can't beat it.
All right, so this event jumps off at 11 o'clock, and it goes until 2 p.m. That is perfect timing.
Yeah, right before nap time.
Yes.
Yes.
And also food will be there, not just the chili cook-off, but your normal carnival foods like nachos and chips and drinks. So yeah, it's
Cotton candy.
a win-win all around.
Okay, so you don't have to wait till the spring or whenever the carnival, summer, whenever it comes around. Go
Get
out
a jump start.
That's right. Go out to this carnival on Saturday. And again, this is at Nettleton Baptist Church, which is 7001 Johnson Avenue. All right, so let's talk about admission. And also, I've been looking at your Facebook page, and people have been really donating some nice gifts for your... Is there an auction going on?
We have some great raffle prizes. That we've been selling raffle tickets for the past few months. One raffle prize is a diamond cuff bracelet from Sissy's Log Cabin. They donated that. And
How much are the tickets?
I have one if you want.
She's got plenty of tickets for sale. Raffle tickets are 1 for 10 or 3 for 20. And we also have a package, kind of an outdoor package with a Yeti hopper cooler and 6 Yeti tumblers, a 4-person tent, and a gas grill all together.
Wait, what?
So you can get one for that. And then we also have a package for a birthday party for up to 25 people at Hijinks. So all the games, all the bowling, the laser tag, and then, of course, food and drinks for 25 people as well. So we've got some great raffle prizes. And then just last week, we had another local business approach us, Gateway Tire, and they donated a big green egg. So we are going to be selling tickets at the event tomorrow. So the odds of winning that will be very, very good for you. You'll just buy your tickets at the event for a chance to win one of those grills.
If you want to get a closer view of these gifts, these items, go to the 2nd Judicial District page, CASA's page on Facebook, and there's pictures located there. I've been peeping them out every now and then.
Yep. And then we're also, on top of the raffle prizes, we have over 30 gift cards to local restaurants and other establishments that we're just giving away. So if you show up, there's a pretty good chance you'll walk away with a freebie as well.
Okay, so what better incentive to go out to the carnival than to either get a gift card, win a door prize, and then just have some fun all the way around.
Yeah, they have been working it. One thing I can say, Jeremy and the CASA Carnival chairman, Miss Pam Taylor, they're awesome.
Wow.
I mean, they're just pretty awesome. So it's going to be a great time. We had fun last year.
Okay.
A whole lot of fun.
I can't even imagine the logistics that goes into organizing this event, making sure everyone is in their places, doing whatever their assigned task is. How long does it take to plan something like this?
He's a pro.
Okay.
He could do this. It could have been tomorrow. He could have done this.
We've all been, myself, staff, board members, we've all been working on it since back before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started planning for this, so it takes, a good 4 months. And then leading up the week of, before I came here, I've already dropped an entire load off of sodas and water and other stuff out there at Nettleton Baptist, and I'm going to Mark Tree to pick up a big CASA banner that's being delivered from our state director from Little Rock, so we can use tomorrow.
Awesome.
And so it's just a lot of running around doing everything, but it's not just me. We have a committee, and we have our great staff is pitching in and helping out whatever asked for. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and they've been intentional. I think I can attest, and I think I can attest to just how hard they work. When you believe in your mission as well, it's easy to get people to want to support. And again, you have an organization that's dedicated to being a support system for children in foster care, that just makes it better as well.
Okay. So let's talk about some of your sponsors, if you can.
Sure.
Go ahead. People that have helped out to, be able to fund.
Well, the leading sponsor is Upper Crust Pizza.
You got it.
All right.
Yes, we're very appreciative of Upper Crust Pizza for being the presenting sponsor for this event once again this year.
That's amazing. And so I'm sure you've had a lot of other private donations as well, outside of the gifts.
Oh, sure. We have we have about 40 sponsors total at different levels.
Oh, wow.
So we're very appreciative of them. Like we said, Upper Crust Pizza is our leading presenting sponsor. Then we have, I hate to go through and name them all, but
And then forget
them
some.
all.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
I just want to say thank you, though. If anyone out there is listening, you have been a part, been a sponsor, or played any role in making this event possible. Thank you. As a community member, I see the work that you all do with the children that you serve, and so thank you so much for that. Let's talk about also what CASA. You went into a little bit about what CASA does. Let's get more into, so people can understand what as much as they can in the time we have.
Sure.
The full scope of what CASA does and the services you provide.
Well, we are court-appointed special advocates, so we recruit, train, and support volunteer advocacy for children in foster care. So we are constantly on the lookout and willing to welcome anybody through our doors. Any community member with no legal background or expertise is needed to come in and go through training. We do 30 hours of pre-service training before you are sworn in as an officer of the court, and then you're assigned a case by the judge for children in foster care. So right now last year in our district, there were 618 total children in foster care, and we were able to advocate for 337 of those children.
My goodness, that is just too many in foster care.
Yes, and our advocates, they become friends, they become mentors, they become somebody that the children can depend upon and they can trust to speak up for them in court, because children in Arkansas aren't allowed to speak up on their own behalf in court. So in addition to their attorney ad litem, who is the child's attorney, they do have a CASA, and the benefits of having a CASA on a child's case are just tremendous. So the Department of Children and Family Services, their task put on their desk is, it's impossible to succeed and accomplish, because some caseworkers may have 25 or 30 cases and 90 kids to look after. So that's just impossible to do. And the beauty of CASA is that CASA, that court-appointed special advocate, has one case, one child, or either maybe if the sibling set has two brothers and two sisters. But that's all they focus on. So they can give much more detailed attention to those children.
And I'm sure the more information they gather through their personal interaction with the child, it really helps to build a case whenever they go to court.
Yeah.
And they can be that voice for the child.
Of course.
Yeah. And what more help is needed, if you notice the numbers that he gave, that, you're serving with nearly 60%, a little over 50% of the students, the children. And I had asked Jeremy just to share some numbers with me, because one of the things that I think definitely is needed is more advocates.
Of course.
Yes, and then more representation from the minority community. The current numbers of advocates, we have 6 African American advocates, 1 Middle Eastern advocate, 62 African American children, 18 Hispanic. So that lets you know that the volume of having more minorities to be a part of this process is necessary. And in order for us to be a part of the solution, sometimes we have to show up more so and realize that ministry is not confined to our churches. And that this too is a part of that. So if you're involved in your youth groups, or you have a youth ministry and looking for ways to take part, that's the number one service area for minorities. We work through our churches, but this too could be an extension of that work. And contact Jeremy, and they walk you through the process. They make it super, super and easy as possible for you to feel like this is not a burden for what you want to do, but this is just an extension of knowing that you're helping someone else. Yeah.
Just to piggyback on that as well as talking, we'd love people from every background to join us. So we have a very diverse group of advocates able to help the very diverse amount of the group of children that come into foster care, and especially we're on the lookout for more males. Right now we have 24% of our advocates are males. So the men out there, let's step it on up and let's increase those numbers and come in, get trained, be an advocate, and be a voice for children in your community.
You know, I had a conversation with some people from the Learning Center. It's the Head Start program.
Arkansas Early Learning.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm on the road today.
It's Friday.
But they were also talking about the need for more men to step up. We see in our society, we need more men. It's just something about the presence of a man that a child just responds differently to the presence of a man. Not that they, just push mom and the female figure to the side. It's something warm and comforting. So we would love, again, more men step up, go through the process and be there for that child.
Yes, very good point.
Oh yeah. I mean, by far, we as women, we're nurturers, so we know that part will be taken care of in the presence of a woman. I think for a man, and Jeremy, of course, you can test this more so than we can, but I think it's that validation, that confirmation that we're serious, but I think it's that sternness that comes, like. Okay, especially for another young man, it's imitation, how girls imitate us, and usually that's just, and that's what happens. And so I'm glad that we were able to speak to that, because we have some wonderful men. I want to just name drop, because we have so many men that I know right now who could serve as advocates. Are you going to get an email when you're listening?
We have a few Facebook shout outs. I want to say hello to Miss Marsha Phillips for checking in, and to Mr. Jerry Lee Walker III. He was one of the ones that came from Arkansas Early Learning. He says, yes. So I'm guessing that was to the comment about more men stepping up. He said, I'm definitely going to be a part. I will have my booth set up tomorrow at the event. Well, thank you, Mr. Jerry, for that. So
they're bringing the big wheel track.
Oh,
yeah. Awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay, please get some pictures of the big wheel track and Jeremy on a big wheel.
Yeah, I may do that.
If I can fit on one,
okay,
I'll make a lap just for you.
All right, Jeremy.
Awesome.
All right, so again, we're talking about the CASA Carnival that's coming up this Saturday.
Tomorrow.
Starting at 11 a.m. And tell us again the location, time, and we didn't get into the admission before, so tell us about the admission.
So tomorrow, 11 a.m., 2 p.m., we need you to come in. Just come through the door.
Get out of the rain.
And yes, and everything else we'll take care of the rest. But it is one thing. It is a fundraiser, so we want everyone to come out and to instead it's easy to go out to spend your money at McDonald's or go somewhere, but knowing, hey, we need you to come get that hot dog from CASA, knowing that those proceeds again go to children in foster care. We need you to come and pay that $10 raffle ticket instead of going and get a meal somewhere else. Again, that money is going to help a child in foster care. Right. So remember the intentionality of need it. It's not about getting your money. It's about knowing that there is not an end to that. Yes. That you come, it's a fundraiser, and these dollars will just duplicate in so many levels, because it's for a great cause. So we need you to come on in. Just come through the door, have a lot of fun, and it's going to be worth it. And I promise you, I have 6 people in my family. Well, now 7. We just got a dog. So just in case I show her this message, hi, Callie. Look.
Are you bringing the new dog tomorrow?
No, mommy don't think she's ready yet. But seriously, we ask it. It's for the whole entire family. If your husband is saying, "Oh, well, Carnival, it's a chili cook-off," and then the great door prizes. When you hear that gas grill, like, okay. Yeah, he's going to really be excited. And then, as a mother, I can get my children out to a place and they can run around and tire themselves out and have fun. Okay. Works well. And then the children, bouncy houses.
Who doesn't love that?
You don't even need anything. But then you're going to have cotton candy and chips, soda. That's not our fault. But hey.
every food you want at a carnival we'll have at the concession stand. So.
Oh, wow.
And admission is... Just to touch on it, if you do have a big family, admission is $10 for adults, $5 for children, and all children under 6 get in free.
Okay.
And no family will pay more than $20 at the door.
Okay, so I was going to ask that.
So if you have a larger family, $20.
Me.
Okay.
That's all you're gonna. That's the max that anybody's
right.
gonna pay, because we want you to come in. We want all the family to be able to come in, have fun. Once you get in the door, all the games, the bounce houses, the face painting, the photo booths. Hal and Scarlett will be there, high fiving and taking pictures. We have a fire truck. We have the track. All that's included. You know, the only additional cost is going to be whatever you want to eat or drink.
Yeah, Scarlett is something else. Oh my word, it's going to be so fun. If your child's not met Scarlett, she's in for she's in for a treat. Both of them are something else. They are really fun.
I have never met them personally. I would love to.
Oh my word, they're gonna be. They are really engaging. So if you're sitting down, I would just go ahead and stand up.
Okay.
They're going to make you have fun.
Last year we got Scarlett to do all the drawings, didn't we, for the raffle prizes?
Yes, and she took 1,000 pictures. She scared my little one because she kept on touching hers, and my little one was like, okay. But she will engage. I mean, they're so engaging. So it's fun. It's just going to be a fun time. And again, it's just a way to get out the house. You don't have to go far. We're always asking, how can you give back? You don't necessarily have to be involved in an organization. These are those opportunities and those moments. So we're asking everyone to come out.
All right. And again, this is at Nettleton Baptist Church.
Nettleton Baptist Church, tomorrow from 11 to 2.
All right. So get the family together, make plans to go out, have fun. There's something for everybody, guys. Get those raffle tickets for that bracelet for your wife, your mother, whoever, for Mother's Day coming up, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever.
It'd be a really good gift for $10.
Ladies, get those tickets for the Yeti package for Father's Day, birthday, anniversary, whatever, so come on. Think like that.
Right.
And get your hands on one of those many other gift cards. So we thank you guys so much for joining us today. We have a few more minutes. We have like 2.5 minutes. So any final thoughts?
Well, just that, we'll go back and touch on our message everywhere that we're able to be lucky enough to stand up in front of a group of community-minded people that want to make their community better. We always talk about how to become a volunteer and how to become an advocate and the impact that those advocates' lives, or they have on the children's lives in foster care. Right now we have 98 active advocates on our team. And we've got 8 people already registered for our next training class in April. We'll begin the first weekend in April. Our training is over a 7-day period. It's just 7 evenings for 2 hours each night.
Okay.
And then you're done with training and you're ready to be sworn in by the judge in court and assigned a case and start working a case and making a difference in a child's life.
All right. So do you have a website where people can go to at least put an application?
Of course.
Even if they don't make the April round, they can still have the application in the queue?
Of course. Our website is neacasa.org. And when you go to that website, you can click on the volunteer tab, and then you can click on the application that is there available, and you can fill that out, submit it, and it will go right into our system, and you will be hearing from one of us within 24 or 48 hours to set up an interview.
All right. We want to also give a shout out to Mr. Cade Holiday, working hard for Craighead County. He says, looking forward to coming out tomorrow. All right, Mr. Cade.
Cade's cooking some chili tomorrow, so we'll see if he takes home the grand champion trophy.
All right. I want to see who's going to be the winner. I just still want some non-spicy chili. Please, somebody.
And you're
now it has to have a little spice to it.
Oh, no.
Put some cheese on it.
There'll be plenty of hot sauce and jalapenos and everything out there.
That's what I love about chili.
All right. So this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. Come out, support CASA and all the work that they do for the community, for the children that are in foster care. You won't regret coming out. Don't let the rain stop you. Put some, protective clothes on, and you're going to be inside anyway, so come out for the food, fun, and fellowship.
Yes.
All right, so you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I hope everyone has a great Friday. Try not to get too wet out there. Make today great.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants.